Harmonizing the scale, page 4. We're going to stack another third interval on top of each note, and these are 4 notes in height. The added third makes the distance of the bass note to the added note a seventh of some kind. On this page, the sevenths will only be 2 kinds, a major seventh, 5½ steps, and a minor seventh, 5 whole steps. A specific order takes place, staying loyal to the scale and stacking thirds from that scale only. We're going to produce now a full diatonic sequence. We have a 4-note chord set system. The scales on this page, the first a major scale, and below that a natural minor scale. The Roman numerals are again going to give us information, and the number is the same as the scale tone. 1 is 1, 2 is 2. And a capital means there's a major third in the chord, and the small case Roman numeral means there's a minor third in the chord. Now, we see that we have C major again, no sharps, no flats. And in the center now, there's some more information on what's going on here. At the very bottom, we see from left to right, major seventh, minor seventh, minor seventh, major seventh, minor seventh, minor seventh, minor seventh. And in particular, when you see the 7 on the major sevenths and on the 1 and on the 4 chord, there's a slash through the 7. That's kind of a common notation to slash the major seventh. And we see above the staff, 5½ steps a major seventh, and it has a slash through it. And above the 5 chord, 5 whole steps or a minor seventh, and there's not a slash through it. So the 1 chord, 1 major 7, C to B is 5½ steps, a major seventh. The 2 minor 7, D to C, is 5 whole steps, a minor seventh on top of it. The 3 minor has a seventh, E to D, 5 whole steps, a minor seventh on top of that. The 4 chord is a major 7, the slash through it, and there's 5½ steps, a major seventh at the top of that chord. The 5/7 chord, that's G to F, 5 whole steps or a minor seventh, no slash. The 6 minor chord has a 7 with no slash, 5 whole steps, a minor seventh, A to G. And finally, at the end, the 7, half diminished, and that one has a slash through the 0. There is B to A, 5 whole steps or a minor seventh, but there's also a flat 5 in it. If that chord was a 7 with a 0, no slash, that would be a diminished seventh. On the next page, we will be getting those. This is what these 7 chords will sound like. This is a diatonic major scale done on all 4-note chords. It'll sound somewhat pop, maybe jazz. So this is going to go from left to right. Okay, we are on the C natural minor scale here, and over on the left-hand side of this, we see highlighted in purple the 3 little flats, B flat, E flat, A flat. That's a cycle of fourths. B flat to E flat is a perfect fourth, E flat to A flat is a perfect fourth, and they're in the specific order. There are courtesy accidentals on the notes, including the new 7th tones. But I want to come over here for a second to this section. This is a big deal. Scale formulas. In our Western culture, our major scale from 1 to the octave 1 is subdivided by whole step, half, whole step, half step. The chords will do the same thing. The natural minor scale is whole step, half step, whole step, half step, whole step, whole step. So 1 to 2 is a whole step, 2 to flat 3 is a half step, and it moves forward through the scale. We look at the bottom of the whole, in the center section, we look at the bottom and we see the 7ths. And they're going in a specific order also from left to right. They are minor 7, major 7, minor 7, major 7, minor 7. And the 7ths, when they are 5½ steps, again, will have a slash through them, and you can see them on the interval numbers here, and you can see them added to the chord names too. So as we're moving along, we want to start from left to right. The 1 chord is 1 minor 7, C to B flat, 5 whole steps, and a minor seventh. The 2 chord is a half diminished, a 0 with a slash through it, meaning 1 flat 3 flat 5 singular flat 7, because D to C is 5 whole steps, a minor 7th. The 3 chord has a flat in front of it to remind us that the scale has a lowered third tone, and the 7 has a slash through it because the E flat to the D is 5½ steps, a major 7th. The 4 chord is minor because it has a lowered third tone, and the 7 does not have a slash because F to E flat is 5 whole steps, a minor 7th. The 5 chord is minor, and there's no slash through the 7 because G to F is a 5 whole steps, or a minor 7th. The 6 chord is major, the capital number 6, and the flat before it is to let us know it's a half step lower, and the 7 has a slash through it because A flat to G is 5½ steps, or a major 7th. The 7 chord has a flat in front of it, it's a capital Roman numeral, and it has a 7 without a slash because B flat to A flat is 5 whole steps, or a minor 7th. This will be pretty much like your major scales when I play them, and it might be easier to hear the chord qualities as they get played.